Hello to everyone who may be watching this. This is Ella's sketchbook tour. As you can see, we've got book number 6 here. This is the 6th sketchbook that I've ever actually numbered and kept. So let's get started. This is the beautiful cover. I kind of just put whatever stickers I find on there. The back cover, I put a lot of fruit stickers that I got from my friends and stuff. And then some, just random things that I found. So let's get started. I'll skip that first page. So this sketchbook I had during, let's see, the starting dates. It's ninth. It's just the start of 9th grade to the start of 10th grade. So including that summer and stuff. So first, just got a little headshot, and this was a drawing of an OC I had. I don't still draw her. I don't remember much about her. There's not much to it. And then, so this was just this is the very beginning of September. So then I have a lot of back to school drawings. Again, I used to draw just a lot from Pinterest. I didn't really do much from imagination or anything. This is a cool little style, I guess. But yeah, not too much from these first few pages. Now we start to get into, this was the first ever comic I drew. And for all the comics, I'll show you the ones that they actually turned into. Because I just did the drafts. I would sketch them in here. So this comic became this in the finished version of the book. When it was all colored and everything. So this was the first one that I ever did in this book, and I think that's really cool that I have the sketch of that still, because a lot of them are kind of sketched out in my school notes and stuff, and I don't always put those in here. But yeah, another Pinterest drawing. I honestly don't remember a lot about the process of some of this stuff because it was so long ago. It's a year and a half ago at this point. So I went to summer camp, and then I made some drawings of that. This was before school started though. This never made it into a comic. I have a lot of drafts in here that never actually became anything. But yeah, I did some stuff with markers here and just basic sketches. This was a corset I made out of cardboard. It was pretty cool. This, I started playing Life is Strange 2, and I really like to draw the characters and stuff because those games are just awesome. I recommend everybody play them because they're the best games ever. More comics. This once again never made it into one. I love this panel. I love my expression here. It's great. This I hope will make it in someday. I've just covered ignore this. I'm covering anything it's kind of identifiable, just in case. But yeah, I really like this one. I think I'm just very expressive up here, and yeah. This was partially inspired by Life is Strange because there's a lot of kind of deer motifs in there. And that's, yeah, so I really like deer. They're my favorite animal. And then I kind of would just post or glue random stuff in here when I ran out of ideas, because this page was kind of empty for a long time, and then I put this in here and it felt like it kind of completed it. I try to do some stuff with 2-point perspective, and I'm not very good at it. I'm not very good at landscapes in general. I'm trying to get better at that. But yeah. So this is a comic, again, that never made it into the actual book. It's just about swimming, the locker rooms. It's a interesting sport. Here, wait. I feel like I skipped a page. Maybe it's... No, it's coming up, I think. But yeah, just there's lots of interesting things happening in the locker room. Just outfit study off of Pinterest. I really love these kind of piano skirts. I think they're very cool. Yeah. This one is nice. This is a portrait of Chapel Roan, and then I've got a little doodle there. I really like this page, this spread. Got some Fiona Apple lyrics here, and again, a comic that never made it in, but I really do like this one. I like using comics as a way to just document my experiences, and this is still at the point where I hadn't really gotten official at all yet, so I have I think a lot more creative freedom. I love this panel. I think it turned out great, and this one too. It's just, I really like them. The earlier ones I really like. I feel like they have some sort of charm to them because I wasn't as good as them yet. But yeah, I really like those. Oh Lord. This is a self-portrait that I did in my study hall looking in my school iPad reflection. I look very tired. It's okay. This is my fish earring. I wear it all the time. Ignore my nails. I hate cherries. This is just Pinterest drawing. I don't know. I never finished it because I didn't like it that much. These are little drawings from my friend Evie. She's got a lot of those in here. They're fun. I really like when she draws in here. This page I really do like. We were doing Lord of the Flies, so I've got what I kind of pictured Jack to be like here, and then I've got the pig's head on the stake. And then Simon, little Simon down here. And then this I tried to do kind of a study with like negative space. This was a thumbnail for a painting that I started and then I never finished because really I did just like the sketch better. I tried to make it a whole painting, like a giant one. It was like 2 feet by like 1.5 feet. That's big for me. So it never really worked out, but that's okay. That's fine. Probably helped me learn something. And then I have a lot of stickers in here from this one book. It's like the Antiquities sticker book. You might know of it. I like this page too. So these were observations from just people who sat in my study hall. This is this guy. He would always either be reading his A-Push textbook or watching YouTube videos on Red Dead Redemption 2. And that's all he would ever do. One of those things. So it was really funny. But yeah, just observational drawings. And then this did turn into a comic, if I can find it. That was my, the last meet of the swim season for me. And it went really well, that one. It was a really fun meet. And why can't I find it in my little book? Oh, here it is. Found it. Okay, here we go. So here's it all colored. This was the first one I ever converted to being digital, I think, although the first day of high school one was the first one I actually did a sketch of. This one was the first one I turned into something digital. And that really started like my journey with making this comic book. And I think that's, again, like I really love having these drafts in here. Yeah. This, more Pinterest stuff. This was a comic where I just drew myself in all the video games I play. The Long Dark, oh my god, the best game ever. I love it so much. Red Dead Redemption 2, Minecraft, Detroit Become Human, little android here. Didn't ever get turned into a real comic though. I love this. This is a little self-portrait I did of myself in pencil. And you can see my little fish earring. And I love the way that the colors came out. I don't draw in pencil very often at all. And then just all the things I was thinking about. I don't actually remember what equation this is, but it's something for physics, whatever sort of physics I was taking in 9th grade. And just a little doodle. I never ended up like putting more things in this, but I think it was a nice idea. My friend Hazel drew this. As you know, she's also on this account. So, yeah, she's got a few drawings in here. I have to find them. This is a little ballerina. I added the watercolor way later, but I drew the sketch off of Pinterest. I really like the way it turned out with the watercolor. Yeah, I like drawing ballerinas. They're very pretty. This is not a great page. There's a lot of just filler stuff in here. I was in my study hall and this drawing verbatim with Happy Meunier was on her whiteboard and I absolutely loved it for some reason, so I wanted to put it in the book. This is a little simplified version of an OC I had. I don't draw her anymore either. Another comic that never got turned into the real thing. I was with my niece and we were trying to find a cat in my house that only lives in the basement because she's scared of people. Yeah, not much to this one. This, let's see, I have dates on here. I think this yeah, this to here was a very long hiatus. I did not draw in this sketchbook for like 2 months, and that's okay. That's what I normally do. I have like little spurts of pages, you'll see. But I really like these 2 drawings. I started doing like harsh outlines in pencil when I had like sketches to just make them feel more finished, and I think it really worked out, and I really like that. I like doing that. Oh, I love this page. I did a little lino cut print of a rabbit, and then I printed it in here. I'm still not great at the actual printing part, as you can see. But this was around Valentine's Day, and I was on Pinterest, and I tried to like color block in her jacket, and then it worked out well. So this was we were doing Romeo and Juliet in my English class, and this was right when I found out that I had been cast as Romeo because my English teacher forgot to cast someone. Yeah. Oh, I also love drawing these little cat things. I think they're so goofy. So then, okay. So just more drawings. I drew Dochi because I got really into her album at that point. And I really liked this method of drawing trees with like the kind of like, I don't know what that's called. Hatching, yeah. So yeah, like these were all done in kind of the same period of time. This is one of my favorite comics I've ever made. It was about the Romeo and Juliet unit that went so wrong because I was Romeo. It was really fun, but I really love Romeo and Juliet. Let's see, here is the first page. This is a 2-page comic. The second page is later in here, I think. But I just love how the colors in this turned out, and this was actually not originally my drawing. I copied it off of a whiteboard because someone would always draw my English teacher like this on the whiteboard, and I thought it was really funny and a good representation of how he looked. So now, yeah, I love this comic. It's one of my favorites in the book, actually. I was gonna watercolor this. I never got around to it. That happens a lot in this book. That's okay. It's always okay to have unfinished drawings. It's a sketchbook, not a portfolio. I really like this page. I did, this was just a drawing from Pinterest, but I did like a realistic portrait study of it. We were going over SOHCAHTOA and math, so I just a little emoji guy. And this club at my school is handing out these little squishy like toy things. I don't know, they're like little, yeah, they look like that. They look really stupid. I love them so much. I have some notes because I was trying to like study more artists. And then this was a Valentine's card that my best friend Hazel made me. I can't read French, so I kind of forgot what it actually says, but yeah, we had to make Valentine's cards in our language classes, so I made one for her in Spanish as well. And then I was at like theater rehearsal, and there was colored pencils in the basement, so I put all of these here. Very cool. I like it. More comics. This one never turned into anything, but our English teacher told us about this kid who turned an essay and said that he solved world poverty, but it was just called When Cow Lay Egg, which is actually the name of this YouTube account because of this story. I think it was just so funny to us. This is Rachel Amber from Life is Strange, and just a bunch of stuff from Life is Strange. I absolutely love those games. They're my favorite. And then this is an insult my friend's little brother would tell me. You're literally as free as a bird and as small as an ant. Yeah, so I just love that. It's so funny. This is stuff from Pinterest and a drawing of the girl who was playing Elle Woods in our production of Legally Blonde. And this is my brain rot page. So we have raw, we have hyperpigmentation, we have chill guy. This is so bad. I have Ethel Kane's YouTube video, my favorite types of gay porn. I think this is the stupidest thing I've ever done, and I love it so much. It is just a point in time. 2025. Yeah. It's beautiful. This page I also really love. I did a life drawing of my history teacher and my friend Addie when she was playing Brooke Wyndham in Legally Blonde, and these two are from Pinterest, but these two are from life, which I really am trying to do that more, or like more stuff from my imagination. So that was good. Now I feel an Apple lyric. Just Pinterest stuff. I redrew. This was a drawing in an old sketchbook of mine. I don't have it with me right now. But I drew the Rosie the Riveter, and so I redrew her here because I definitely improved since the last time. That's about it on there. It gets a little stale right now, this period of time. More just Pinterest drawings. Little comic. We had to do stuff in science that never turned into a real thing. And I don't actually think I have the second page of Romeo and Juliet in here, so I will show you that. This was the second page of said Romeo and Juliet comic. Just completing it. This is my friend Greta. This is Aya. Yeah. Pause if you want to read, I guess. My friend and I signed up at our high school's art event to do a caricature booth. So I started practicing, and I wasn't very good at it at the start because you had to do it so fast. So then there's just a lot of caricature drawings in these next few pages. More of these. This was the style I eventually kind of went with, and it went well. I read Sunrise on the Reaping, and I decided to draw what I thought Maisley Donner looked like. That's a good book. This was a life drawing of my friend Kristen. I drew her a lot. She was easy to draw. And then I drew outside of my science window, and then my shoe, all from observation. Not much to this page, just sketches. Oh, this turned into a comic. This is a thumbnail for electrocution. Some guy in my art class decided that it was a really good idea to put a paperclip in an outlet. And this is what that turned into. I didn't like this when I first made it, but I warmed up to it. I think it's a good, I think I told the story in a good way. This is just funny. And then we have, of course, the new Pope, Leo XIV, who is American. Cool. I'm Catholic. I love this page. It's so colorful. I never fully finished this portrait, but I felt that was fine. I kind of got what I needed out of it. Again, when I do work in colored pencil, I really like it. I just don't do it very often. And I did this afterwards. I really love this. And this little dove that I drew. This is one of my favorite pages, if not, no, it's not my favorite. It's my second favorite, I think. This was a thumbnail for, this was in like the last week of school. So this sketchbook is really only halfway done in the school year. I did a lot of it during the summer, I think. So this was for a comic for the last week of school, and like us studying for finals, which turned into this. I really love this shot. These are all real people from the graduating class that I really like. This is Ella. I really like her. And me and Hazel and I are trying to study for finals. Was not going very well. We gave up eventually. This is my friend Kristen again. Just easy to draw. She sat next to me in history class, so I drew her a lot. I love this drawing. This is me and my friend Hazel at a tea party that my friend throws every year. And we like dress up and we wear cool outfits. I really love this drawing. This was me in agony. I had to go to 3 grad parties in one day, which isn't that bad. Some people were going to like 7 or 8 on that same day. There was a lot of grad parties. More colored pencil work. My friend Ellie drew this beautiful portrait of me on our last day of math class. It was just great. I love their little stuff. This is a redraw of something I did in an earlier sketchbook, but I didn't see as much like clear improvement as the Rosie the Riveter one. I cut a lot of the doodles out of my my like history book. This was based off Rachel Amber. This is Kristen again. another little mini comic. Yeah, so, I started my comic club. I started going to my first like little comic club meetings. I won't fully unfold it, but it's about like a cowboy who has a cow bottom half of his body. Yeah, I like this page. Not much here. This did turn into a comic, if I can find it. Basically, there was this photo of me and my friends at a sleepover that I found really funny because we looked like we were just cuddling up. We looked very funny. So I made it into a comic, anatomy of a sleepover, just all of our friends, and then little descriptions of what we were doing. This is just a drawing of my cat with some flowers, a little sticker. I was up in my cabin, I did some drawings from Pinterest. And then here I watched Perks of Being a Wallflower, and this was just drawings I made from that. I really liked that movie. I liked it better than the book for me, actually. This here, Tyler the Creator's new album came out. So I made a little drawing inspired by that. I also got my permit this year, and I don't like driving, so I made a little drawing of myself trying to do that. I think these are the trees that are outside of my studio here, that I drew. This is my favorite page, actually. I found lots of 4-leaf clovers, and I decided to glue them up here, and then I drew 2 of my OCs, their girlfriends. Cool. This comic never became something. I kept trying to make it work, but it just never did. And then this, I absolutely love. This is the first time I ever did anything with like acrylic in a sketchbook, and I think it's just a really cute, nice little painting, and I really love it. I keep my bookmark on this page that I'll open up to it every time I look back at the sketchbook. I love this painting so much. It's so simple. It took me like 20 minutes, but I really do like it, especially the colors, how it gets cool in the background and really warm up here. This was a thumbnail for a painting. I can go grab that for 2 seconds. I ended up getting rid of a lot of the elements that were in the drawing, and my area is not big enough to show all of it, but I'll do like a little... Yeah, that's the painting. It turned out pretty good. I just have to set that back on the floor. This was a sketch for a comic that never came to be, or it did actually. I illustrated it fully, but then I decided to not keep it in the book because I didn't really like it. Oh, I love this page too. Okay, I just drew this on a little piece of paper and then glued it in. But this really is my favorite pencil drawing I've probably ever done. It's so good. Not to be pompous, but like I really do like it. I like the way I outlined her teeth and the colors and whatnot. Yeah, I love adding the little pocket color to these. It's kind of hard to do, but we're getting towards the end here. I was in Indiana with my best friend Hazel, and I did this little sketch of the landscape kind of like by the lake that we were at. Not too much to this page. More drawings from while I was in Indiana, and then this was a little thumbnail for the birthday card that I made for Hazel. I don't have the card with me because I gave it to her, obviously, but I really like this drawing. I tried to make a character out of her. Didn't really work as well as I thought it would. More of the acrylic paintings. This one I don't think turned out as well. I don't like it as much. I think just because of the colors and whatnot, but this I really like. I think I got kind of funky with the lighting, and I portrayed it well. It's kind of transferring over here, but that's okay. I was at summer camp again during this kind of era. I was about to start 10th grade, so I wanted to finish the sketchbook before I got there. This was a character I made called Rhea, and then this is the sketch from, I took her face and I tried to make a character out of it. This was going to become a story maybe, but it just, I've been busy with the other comic, and this is the chrysanthemum. It's my bright flower. I really love the way they look, especially in like tattoos. That was what I was inspired by. Yeah. I watched Donna Darko a lot during this time, so then I drew I drew Donnie Darko. So we're getting to the end here. It's getting, yeah. I tried to color this, but then my colored pencils were not behaving. They were really, really bright. Oh, and this actually is the last page. I watched Secretary, and then I drew Maggie Gyllenhaal from that. And this was the 1 year anniversary of this book, September 1st. So it took 1 year and 2 days. Drew some yeah. I was really struggling in AP Bio, so I drew this abolished AP Bio. Doesn't really look like me, but that's okay. And then some notes for Bio. And then, yeah, this little drawing of me saying goodbye. That's the end of this book. Let's see, I have some stickers back here, and that's it. Oh, that's about it. I cracked the spine of this. Hope you enjoyed. I really love this book. It was my first, like, really nice kind of sketchbook that I tried to put purpose into every page. And it was also the first, like, moleskin sketchbook I tried out. Before this, all of my stuff was spiral bound, so I couldn't do stuff across pages. So, yeah, I'll hope to make another one of these when my next book, book 7, is done. That'll probably take a while, though. I take pretty slow on sketchbooks. I go about a year or so. So thank you for watching.